What is up, guys? We are playing some more Red Green Tron. We're playing some Modern Magic. We are playing in the tournament practice room, and we are keeping this hand, that's for sure. It's decent against an aggressive start, and I don't know. We can get an early eye. We can abuse mana, and we are playing against black, which is fine. He's probably gonna Thoughtseize us. Imagine him taking Expedition Map if he has two Thoughtseize effects. And I imagine him taking Sylvan Scrying the next turn. Which is, I mean, the worst case scenario, but it's alright. We didn't have to spend any mana on him. Like, even if he only has one, I'd probably take, yeah, Expedition Map, hoping to draw a second Thoughtseize effect. So we're just gonna play Tower and pass. He might be playing Fairies. He did have priority during our upkeep, so hopefully we can redeem ourselves. I don't know. I can't remember. Did we win or lose? Okay, he's not playing Fairies. The last game against Fairies. So he's not going to be able to stop the Sylvan Scrying. Unless he has instant speed discard spells. So we are going to be able to get Tron. No, he's not playing Living End. There's no way he's playing Living End with Thoughtseize. So he could be playing some like Rakdos aggro deck. He could be playing Jund. It is Blackcleave Cliffs. This could be Jund. I don't know what this is. Okay. We will discard Pyroclasm since you haven't played a threat yet, and we will discard Tower. I feel so wrong, but I think it's correct. Because I want to keep Grove. Do I want to keep Grove? Because like I have Tron, all I need is I have Ugin. I have green. So like if I draw Sylvan Scrying Expedition Map, I think Grove. Alright, so we are going to play our Mine. He knows every card in our hand, so it doesn't matter. And we're gonna play Expedition Map. And then if he Lightnings us again, we'll get rid of everything but O-Stone. Mutavault. He could be playing a Pack Rat deck. What is he playing? Avalanche Riders. He's gonna destroy land, probably one of the untapped lands, maybe the tower. So this would be slightly annoying if we're playing against mono land destruction. But it's nothing that we can't beat. So he knows we got mine. So we played power plant, maybe giving him the read that we have multiple of them, so they're exhaustible. And then hopefully, if he has another Avalanche Riders, he destroys the tower. Looks like we're gonna get Blightninged again. I'm assuming that's gonna be red, yeah. No, Stone Rained. This is the only reason I don't like playing in the tournament practice room versus two-man queues. You don't play against decks like this. Unfortunately, we didn't elicit this response that we wanted to. But we will play this power plant just to hopefully reiterate the same point that we just made. Like, hey, I've got multiple of these. Don't destroy them. Destroy, like, tower. But if he has 3 more destroy land cards, it doesn't really matter. I think we lose this game. But he doesn't, because well, 2 lands. No, they haven't made anything that broken yet, except for Sinkhole. That is not modern legal, I believe. Karn liberated. Okay. Exile immutable. This is how we win, is with Karn. If he attacks Karn, that's awesome. We can just plus it. I assume this is going to go at Karn, because unless he's also playing Lava Collar Reaches, I don't see him being able to allow me to have this Karn. Okay, so now if he has Blightning, this is going to be really painful because of the eye, but we do play Emrakul, so if we have to discard it, we can get everything back. He's going to Pillar the Karn. That's okay. He gave us an extra 2 life. So, Ivugan. We're just gonna run out this Chromatic Star. If he had 7 lands, it could get pretty sketchy, but he doesn't. So it looks like he's gonna draw 2 cards, play a land, and attack me with Mutavault. Then I'm gonna untap, and I'm going to resolve Worm Coil. So he kept both cards on top. Kind of scary. He could Lightning me here, which is okay because then we can just Ivugan later. But no, he's gonna tap out. I'm gonna activate this. I actually think it might be worth it to get Emrakul because he does play the Blightnings. But let's see, 1, 2, 3. If I draw another mine, I get punished really hard for that line. So yeah, I think I just take Worm Coil. I think it has higher upside because I can actually do things with it. We're gonna crack this for green. Ancient Stirrings. Chromatic Sphere, not a bad draw, not what we want. We'll play this Relic, we'll play this Chromatic Sphere. We will pop this for green to try to get, oh man. Oh, we have a green source, that's fine, yeah. Ancient Stirrings, exactly what I wanted. We'll get this mine. I wish I would have done that first. Because I think I could have played, no, I don't think I could have played. Worm Coil Engine had I done that. He probably found more Stone Rain effects, which, I mean, that's what I'm expecting. Thing is, we're playing into the Stone Rain deck. But all we have to do is just grind through it, slowly and surely. Because I don't think he can beat a single Worm Coil Engine. Like, because it takes 3 creature destruction spells just to get rid of it. And like, I'll probably attack in for 6 because I can pop Worm Coil Engine in response. Or I can pop O-Stone. Or no. So he has to kill it, and then in response to him attacking extra, I can pop O-Stone and play and block. I don't know what I'm trying to say. 6, 7 in combat. Okay. I don't think he can win through the single hit. And now we have a Spellskite to protect the Wormcoil Engine. I didn't want to play it first because I want to play it in response to combat, or after combat, because like, if I play it first, it doesn't really do anything except for make me waste, well, except for make him use a removal spell earlier. And I'd like to keep any information hidden because I could draw cards and try to do shenanigans. I think I said that right. So we were bringing Crucible Worlds. We're bringing another Ghost Quarter. We are taking out... I have Ugin because there's no guarantee... Well, actually, we're not going to take that out. There is no guarantee that we get to it, but at the same time, it's really good. I could see him playing some sort of like Drolf's Messengers or anything crazy or something crazy like that, like Blood Gas. Watch out, cat. That's my homework. Um, I can see taking out Pyroclasm Zone, bringing in Tusks, and maybe bringing in O-Stones, because his deck does seem like it's slow and it's trying to win off of like a mid-rangey strategy. I don't think Spellskite did anything special there. I'm sure he's gonna side in removal, but we're just siding in more creatures, and that's a good way to combat his removal or his sideboard plan. And I think, let's see, all he had was lands. I think I'm gonna keep it at 3 O-Stones. And maybe cut a sphere because all I need is the green source. So like, I assume he's gonna play Blood Moon. Ooh, I need Nature's Claims. Okay. I just cut all 4 of the stirrings. They're pretty much cantrips, but they could miss with all the colored spells that I'm putting in the deck, so I'm just gonna keep in all the for sure cantrips. So yeah, we're gonna try this. His deck's really slow, so if we do get to 5 lands, because he's trying to disrupt us and further his game plan, so if we can get to 5 lands, I think we can just win. This hand's terrible against his deck, but it does have Tron. It has a basic... Oh no, if I get Groves and stuff and I just like keep playing land drops every turn, is he going to destroy like regular lands, or is he only gonna destroy Tron lands? Since we're up a game, I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm gonna see how he's gonna play the land destruction, because I think I'm actually I'm gonna go for a more of a like not play as many Tron pieces, uh, etc., and try to get value from him destroying other lands, or see if he will destroy other lands. So no land destruction spells until turn 3, so I will play mine. Attack for 2, of course. Nothing I can really do about that. And I just kept in those stones just in case he has like Liliana the Veil. They can hit Blood Moons and stuff. Like, they're just overall good cards. So here I'm going to make a weird play. The first of many weird plays this game. Because he's got a very small clock on us. And like, if next turn he plays mountains and destroys the land, he has to wait a whole turn to do anything else. So we're going to actually go get Grove. Maybe this leads him to think that we're playing sideboard cards that need the red mana. Maybe he destroys cards like Grove effects, and then he has to waste. Like I'm trying to spread out his land destruction to where it doesn't mess us up too much. Yeah, so see Stone Rain. I assume he's gonna side in like Goblin Rune Blasters maybe too. That'd be a really good addition if he does side those in. So now we are going to we're not gonna Sylvan Scrying because we already have the land. We're not gonna do anything crazy. We're just gonna play cantrips. Play cantrips past turn. The reason why I think his deck's not gonna be able to beat mine is so he might be more of a budget player, so he might not be able to afford the Blood Moons. And if he does, I mean, I won't be surprised. I sideboarded Nature's Claims just in case. He could have Pithing Needles. He could we got blown out by elves with Can be countered. I wonder what he's gonna name here. Probably Karn. Wormcoil Engine. That's interesting. You can have all my Wormcoil Engines. I've got Thragtusks. I didn't see this card coming in, but he wasted a whole turn pretty much doing nothing, which is fine. All he's doing is increasing the chances that we draw better cards. Essentially is how I see it. Because he's wasting a lot, like a whole turn and 2 points of damage, like a lot of time and effort on this. Like, if it was for a back-breaking card like Karn, I could understand because Karn actually disrupts his whole game plan. But since it was Wormcoil Engine, I don't understand. We'll go ahead and play Relic. Yeah, we'll play Relic. I think it's okay to draw 2 cards here, maybe, and try to get. So like he has to play 2, or I'm gonna wait till the end of his turn to pop him because I might not want to pop them if for some weird reason my lands get blown up. He's probably gonna play Sowing Salts too. He'll play Sowing Salts on like Tron or something. He might take Sylvan Scrying, but he should take Karn. Okay, he made the good pick. And then if he taps 3 lands to destroy my power plant, that's fine. I can draw cards. Response: Molten Rain, take 2 damage. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I should have floated mana response, but it doesn't matter because I can filter it all through all of these. So he's tapped out. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this now because there's no reason to wait. We got more lands, which is all we really want because we're pretty much. I guess he can play a huge bomb. Like he is making some sort of progress in his mana base and everything, but I mean, I don't know. Eventually, he's gonna run out of steam. He's not gonna be able to do a whole lot, and he can't keep up with like he can't keep up the pace of destroying lands every turn. So eventually, he's gonna run out of steam, and like he's gonna be doing nothing for turns except for drawing cards and attacking for 2, and maybe playing like rolling terrain. Okay. So like now he attacks for 2. Okay, so this is showing his deck's truer colors. It's a little better, but it's still not great, I feel. Because like next turn he'll have a destroy effect, right? But I can Sylvan Scrying and Chromatic Sphere and play a land, and like now I can start playing land drops. Eventually I can resolve a Thragtusk. You know, like unless he extirpates one of my lands, I don't really lose a whole lot. So here, it's almost worth it to get Ghost Quarter. I kind of wish I would have. So like, if I would have analyzed his deck and saying that he's probably budget, I could probably not bring in Nature's Claims because like even if he's destroying my lands and then he makes me not have Tron, like it doesn't matter because I'm not gonna have Tron anyways. Whenever you play 16 land destruction spells, so it's pointless to have the Nature's Claims. And I wish I would have had Ancient Stirrings so I could get my Crucible Worlds and stuff and just start playing lands from my graveyard and just really showing him that he's wasting time. So yeah, I could get colored mana. I could not get colored mana. Doesn't really matter unless he plays Rune Blaster, which destroys non-basic lands, which I'm assuming he doesn't because he hasn't played it yet. But there again, I could be wrong. He draws a card. He can destroy 2 lands this turn. I mean, and like I said, it would be annoying, but it wouldn't be anything crazy. He can Thoughtseize me. He can just kind of overall just be a small nuisance, but that's about it. Because like if he doesn't have a land destruction spell this turn, I play Thragtusk, I gain a bunch of life, I have a blocker. Assuming I draw a land. So we're in phase, float a green, not a land drop. Isn't the end of the world. Also not a land drop. But I can play an additional O-Stone, blow it up with Nature's Claim, and get an extra turn. Or actually an extra 2 turns. He might have sided out Lightnings, he might not have. I'm not sure. I'm wondering what he has in his hand. Unless it's something really crazy, I don't see us losing this game. But it'd have to be pretty crazy. We're gonna have Gross Quarter, just so we have an answer to the Mutavault, in case it starts to get out of control. All these lands add colorless. Gain 5 life. So yeah, I probably should have sided out Relics. In hindsight, I think that's the easiest card to side out. I mean, like, I could exile a land from my graveyard in response to a rolling terrain to prevent a damage. But I don't think that's gonna matter. I think, like, at this point, we literally just start to win. Unless he starts destroying more lands. Slaughter Game's probably going to be naming a land. Could be naming Karn, could be naming Ugin. I don't think it matters too much. Could be Thragtusk. You could get rid of my last Thragtusk. Karn liberated. Okay, that's fine. He has to make sure he gets one on my graveyard. I probably, after looking through my deck the first time, like, I hope he has another one, because he should probably name Emrakul, because it's a very real possibility that I cast it. I think if I don't draw a spell I can play, I'm going to start putting fate counters on my Thragtusks. So at least if he plays a permanent threat, I can at least have the ability to wipe the board without losing any permanents. Start planning for the future, but I wouldn't be surprised if he concedes here soon. I mean, I can't say decks like this aren't good. Like, decks that disrupt our mana base for Tron aren't good. Like, they are a viable option to counter Tron, but you have to be doing something proactive while being disruptive. You can't just be purely disruptive. Because essentially you're wasting mana on spells that I haven't paid mana for yet. And while that's good in theory, if you can't beat the card, if you can beat the card, or if you can prevent the card from being played and win with within the amount of time that you've given yourself, like Twin does, then I think that's the better way to do it. Because Twin's truly really good. He might actually say okay without. Yeah, he missed the Karn that's in my graveyard, which is actually kind of good, and it kind of shows um, unfamiliarity with maybe Moto. And I should have known that he's not going to play Blood Moon. He can't play Blood Moon and win unless he has another ability to another way to kill, or if he has like a one-sided Blood Moon, which doesn't exist. Okay, so he gets in for 2. I block one of them. I don't really care if he kills it, because I still get a 3/3 and I get to hit him for 8 next turn. Because I am just gonna strictly be on pure offense now. I'm just gonna work on furthering my board, playing lands, etc. So lightning bolt, whatever. It's leave the battlefield trigger. It's not a dies trigger. That's why I wasn't too scared about that in particular. Dude, here, I annoy you too. Take that. Take it. Dude, what are you gonna do? Concede? You can't beat that. Boom. 2 for 2. Attack for 8. Now he can't attack this turn, or he has to play Mutavault in order to block. And he has to actually keep both of them back, because I can just blow it up with Ghost Quarter. So I think this is game. Okay, I mean, he has to have more removal spells in order for me to not benefit from this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I can play Karn. You have another Dreadbore? You have a Duress. You're gonna take my O-Stone. That's fine. If I draw an Eye of Ugin here, it will be real. Oh, I draw a Power Plant. So he's top deck mode. I just go in for 3. It's a 2-turn clock. I feel like he's gonna block. Yeah. And now he's in top deck mode. Oh, he was in top deck mode last turn. So I just think, yeah, I think this is pretty much game. I don't see a way that he can get out of this. No Blood Moon effect would help him. I don't think Sowing Salts exiles lands that are in play too. Sowing Salts would be really good, but I don't think it does anything crazy. He's gonna target Ghost Quarter. In response, I'm not gonna activate it because well, no, he has no cards in hand. I mean, like, do I get anything from activating it? I mean, I could create an extra mana for a turn. I don't care. Don't think it's worth it. Surprised he's attacking here. He's probably going to pay the Echo on his Avalanche Riders unless he draws something that he can play that's a goodie. So Ivugan's going to be pointless to fetch for here, so I think I just fetch for Tron and hope I draw Emrakul, because if I draw Emrakul, I just win. So he's passing turn. I'll go ahead and get mine. So I have 3, 6, 9, 12, or 3, 6, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15. Right, so 9, 13, 14, 15, 16. Emrakul costs 15 mana, if I remember correctly. I'm just gonna attack him while I'm doing this. I think I'm gonna pass turn because I can do things at instant speed. Emrakul. Okay. Well, we win anyways. We would not be drawing our Emrakul anytime soon. But so that was a decent game. That's a really good example of why you should have a proactive strategy with your disruption. So like even if he's playing just fetch lands and Bloodghast, like yeah, I know it's susceptible to the relics, but um I mean there's no really good time for me to pop it. I just felt like it'd be a waste of my graveyard if I bank on playing Emrakul. So he definitely needs to be proactive. Maybe he could play stuff like Shriekmaw, where he has really good enter the battlefield abilities. It's sorcery speed. It's kind of like Dreadbore, except for the fact that it doesn't hit planeswalkers. So it might be a reason to not play it. But anyways, just like having a nice balance between disruption, efficiency, and proactivity is is a good example of why decks like this are bad. Uh, I shouldn't say bad. They're not strictly bad. They are good in certain lenses, definitely, but they are not optimal, I should say. Decks like Jund are really good at being disruptive and going through a 3 game plan while uh, actually creating a game plan to win. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this game. It was really not that interesting on my part, but the girlfriend's gonna be home any second now, so I don't have time to record another video today. Uh, Hopefully tomorrow I get a class before she does. I think she gets out around 3, so I'll have a couple hours to record some videos, I hope. Anyways, please comment, rate, subscribe, like, do all that stuff. Let me know anything I could change. Give me ideas. Oh, by the way, someone asked me about playing Abbot of Keral Keep for a late game draw effect. It's an interesting suggestion, but I don't think I'm gonna do it because it's a red card. If it was a green card, I think it's an instant try. They're really cheap right now to buy. I can get them easy. But I feel like the red mana is going to be harder to get than the green mana because I don't play any basic mountains. I don't really want to disrupt my like my basics. So I think I'm not going to try that. I do like the ideas. Keep them coming. Let me know what else you guys want to see and have a great day. That is all I got.